Welcome to Late Start Piano. My name is Josh LaFleur, and today we're going to be going over how to feel comfortable playing in all 12 keys. So we're just going to jump right into it. This is a great exercise that's going to allow you to be creative and help you improve your confidence and the way you actually play in different scales and different keys. Because I know for a fact every piano player has scales and key signatures that they don't feel comfortable with. They open up a piece of sheet music and they see something in B flat or in B, and they're already not very comfortable with the scale and using that key signature, and it just makes things a lot more difficult. So what this is going to do is it's going to help you apply real world skills and real world practice to different key signatures. What we're going to do is you're going to make up a melody. So make up a melody in the right hand. For our purposes today, I'm going to be just starting in F major, not C major. I know, surprise, surprise. We're going to be starting in F major, and then we're going to make up a melody using the F major scale. Okay, so keeping everything diatonic, meaning every note we play belongs naturally in that F major scale. So the melody we're going to use that I made up is 1, 6, 4, 3, 5, 7, 1. That's going to be our melody. For every single scale that we use here on out, we're going to use these numbers. We're going to use the scale degrees. So in F major, that's going to be 1, 6, 4, 3, 5, 7, and 1. In the left hand, we're only going to be using the primary chords. Primary chords being the 1 chord, the 4 chord, and the 5 chord. The 1, 4, and 5 in your major scales is major every single time. The 1, 4, and 5 are major, 2, 3, and 6 are minor, and then 7 is always diminished. So we're only going to be using the major chords, the primary chords, in this exercise. And so we're going to be using the 1, which is F major, the 4, which is B flat, the 5, which is C, and then back to the 1. So 1, 4, 5, 1. 1, 4, 5, 1. And you can use different inversions like I did. You can just keep everything in root position if that's easier for you, whatever you want to do. Now you can use the melody I made up if you want to practice along with me, or you can just make up your own melody. When you're doing this on your own, I would suggest you make up your own melody, work on your creativity, work on your improvisation skills all at the same time. And then whatever you make up, we're going to transpose it to different keys, okay? And that's the beauty of using scale degrees and keeping everything diatonic, because we can just use those numbers and play them in different key signatures, okay? So whatever melody you make up, try to keep it pretty simple like I did, right? We don't have these huge jumps where we're playing tenths or we're playing ninths or we're doing anything crazy. We're just using single notes, and everything is pretty much in that 5-finger position. We have one jump here, but keep it very simple, 4 to 5 notes, and you'll be good to go. And then when we combine this, it'll look something like this. Here's the 1, 5, the 4th degree, we'll play that 4 chord, 3, here comes the 5, we switch to the 5 chord, 7, and then back to the 1. So whenever you play the 4th degree in the right hand, you're going to play the 4 chord in the left. And when you play the 5th degree in the right hand, you're going to play the 5th chord in the left hand. Okay? So here's the 1, 6, 4, 3, 5, 7, 1. So that's going to be what we start with, and then we're going to transpose that again into different keys using the same numbers. So let's keep it simple. Let's say we want to play it in C major. Let's go around this circle of fifths. So we started in C, now we're going to play it in C major. So we have the 1 in the right hand, the 1, 6, 4, 1, 6, 4, 5, 7, 1. 1, 6, 4, 3, right? We did the 3, yeah. 1, 6, 4, 3, 5, 7, 1. So that's the same exact melody. Hopefully you can hear that same, how it sounds the same. now we're going to add in the left hand. Here's the 1, 6, 4, 3, 5, 7, 1. So we just transposed it. We just moved it up to C major. 4, 3, 5, 7, 1. The hardest part about this is remembering the numbers that you did. But if you can remember the numbers, even if you want to write this down, if you have a piece of paper, you just write out the scale degrees that you want to use. You can do it that way. I would try to just do it without that, just to make it a little bit more difficult and make it harder for you. So you can just go around the circle of fifths, like we could do G major next. Let's do that. So the melody would be the 1. Here's the 6. Here's the 4. Here's the 3. Then the 5 would be D. Then the 7 would be F sharp. And 1. Right? Keeping everything diatonic. So here's the 1. 1, 6, 4, 3, 5, 7, and 1. Same exact melody as we did before. That was F. This was C. Now we have G. 1, 6, 4, 3, 5, 7, 1. So with the left hand added in, that would be the 1 would be G major. Then we would have the 4, which would be C major. Then we'd have the 5, D major, back to the 1. So nice and slow. 1, 6, 4, 3. Here's the 5, 7, 1. One more time. 1, 6, 5, 1. Here we go again with the numbers. 1, 6, 4, 3. Then we had 5, 7, 1. So again, this is not easy to do. This is something that's going to take a lot of mental focus as well. But it's going to really help you, again, with your transposition skills, because you're taking a real melody and real chords and you're applying it to a bunch of different scale degrees. So you can go around the circle of fifths like I did. Like next we could do D major and then A major, E, so on and so forth. You can also just pick random keys. So say we just did G major, let's pick a random key. Now we want to do E flat, okay? So what's E flat? Well, here would be the 1. This would be the 6th degree. The 4th degree would be A flat. That 3rd degree would be G. The 5 would be B flat. The 7, and then back to the 1. So one more time, here's the 1. Here's the 6, 4, 3, 5, 7, and 1. So again, we're just transposing it using those different scale degrees. The chords would stay the same, still playing the 1 chord, E flat major. Then we can play the 5 chord, or we can play the 4 chord, which would be A flat major. Then we can move on to the 5, B flat, and then back to the 1. So in real time again, we play the 1. Here comes the 6. Here comes the 4, 3, 5, 5, 7, 1. So one more time. 1, 6, 4, 3, the 5, 7, 1. And then we'll just do one more for good measure. How about D flat? So here's D flat, here's the 1, 6, 1, 6, 4, 3, 5, 7, 1. And then of course the chords, we'd have the 1, the 4 would be G flat major, right? Then we'd have that 5 chord, which would be the A flat, and then back to 1. So with both hands together, we'd have the 1. Then we jump up to the 6. Then we'd have the 4 chord, 3. Then we have the 5, 7, 1. Right? So those are just a few different examples that we have of transposing. Depending on where you are, you can do different things. So that was a pretty basic example. We just played triads. We only added 3 chords in the left hand. and we only played the primary chords. So one option that you could do is, say we're back to F major, is you could switch it up. So you could switch chords on every note if you wanted to. So we could start off with the 1, then we could play the 6, which would be D minor, then the 4, B flat, 3, then we had the 5, we could do the 7 still, it could be a diminished chord, and then back to 1. So that would be changing chords on every single note of that melody that we came up with. You don't have to do that, you can just do the primary chords like we did all the way through. Those are just different examples, different things that you can do. But the point of this, again, just to recap the most important things, is 1, keep the melody simple. Don't do any crazy long jumps or anything like that. Keep the melody very simple. Remember the scale degrees, keep it diatonic, right? The point of this is to help you with your scales and transposition. So keep everything diatonic, meaning everything belongs naturally in that scale so you don't get too confused and it doesn't get too complicated. Keep the left hand simple. You can do just root position if you want, or you can do the inversions and just go through a bunch of different keys. So take 5 minutes, take 10 minutes and get through as many different keys as you can. And I promise you, if you do this consistently, number 1, your improvisation skills will get better because you're making up a different melody every single time. Your music theory will get better every single time. Your ear will get better every single time as far as your listening abilities. And of course, you will feel more comfortable playing in all 12 keys because you are literally doing that in this exercise. So if you like this, let me know. I am offering lessons right now via Zoom, so we can get started with those. If you want my free PDF, it has 34 tips for the adult beginner piano player. It's completely free. Go down and use that link that's in the description below, and you will get instant access to that for free. Any other questions, comments, concerns, let me know. Again, my name is Josh with Late Start Piano, and have a wonderful rest of your day.